Hi. Let me make sure I got it set. Looks like I got it set. Yeah, y'all can see me, right? Yeah. Give us a little bit of time to settle in. Um, yeah, actually, I do want to kind of let y'all know I am getting into a ritual now when it comes to how I get ready for you all. Some of it's a little bit of meditation, listening to music, my yoga sounds. And then I do tend to light incense. Like right now, I got some Nagchampa going. So hopefully you'll get those good jujus on you too. Yeah, Nagchampa. I have my Limpia candle over here. Um, my Santa Muerte candle. We'll be doing some more stuff like that probably in the weeks ahead. Um, but yeah, I'm so excited to spend today with you. I felt like with movement and sound today, it's a little bit more. I don't know. I guess there's going to be some sound. There's going to be some movement. I've been noticing that an hour is feeling like a lot these days, right? Just with everything that's going on in our world right now and within us and around us, a whole hour of yoga asana, whereas before that could have felt cool. It might feel like a lot. So there's going to be some ebb and flow between the music with my love partner in crime here, the harmonium. There's going to be some movement and then back to the harmonium again. So yeah, I'm excited to offer it to you. And then just given that we are in, YouTube land, it's gonna be sounds from my album, just because of copyright stuff too. It's copyright stuff too. But we're gonna go ahead and start with sound. So yeah. Is anything sore or tight or needing extra love, beloved people that are tuning in to this live stream? I'm gonna go to the screen so I can see if y'all have any specific physical needs or heart needs, all of it. I'm here. I'm here for it. Yeah. And there's a chat on the side for all the chicken. Y'all could hear me, right? I want to make sure. The interwebs has been kind of funny these days. So cool. We'll just go. We'll just go and flow. Yeah, so go ahead and start in whatever shape that helps you feel supported and relaxed. So maybe that means you lie down. Maybe that means you're seated. Maybe you even move this to your couch, your bed to start. It's all good. And we are going to start with a bit of sound. Now, these sounds that I'm going to be offering are the sounds Om, Namo, Gurudev, Namo. Now, On, that's not Om, it's OMG. Namo, Gurudev, Namo. These sounds are usually offered at the beginning of a Kundalini yoga style practice to help awaken ourselves to our own teacher. And these sounds were among the first sounds that arrived for me in my path of yoga. I was a touring performing artist at the time, and I was really questioning my walk, really considering what was possible, considering how I may be able to contribute. So there are some dark tones, which I think is kind of fitting for us. I know a lot of us have found moments in the light, but also moments in the dark, given all the upheaval, all the jarring shifts. And at hard for us to sit with ourselves with all that is coming up for us. In the path of yoga, we're asked to be brave as we pull down the veil. So if it's cool with you, go ahead and close down your eyes, gathering up all the movement of your week, movements of your body, your mind, your heart, while we inhale together through the nose. Open mouth. Again, big inhale. Huge exhale. And maybe this is all that you do in this practice, and that's perfect. Giving yourself the time to just breathe and be. Let your heart be heard with sounds. We tend to really tap into the hums of our heart. So let your heart speak. If that means tears, great. If it means anger, great. Let it all flow. Affirming that my hope is that my offerings do not inspire bypassing. They inspire us to be real. Be human. So let these sounds wash over you. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Now maybe you decide to let these sounds to continue to wash over you, inspiring your connection to what is real, what is true, and what is possible. Maybe you decide to join me in the sounds of Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And this will be kind of like a virtual kirtan. So I'll be offering the sound, and then you can echo it back. The beautiful thing about this, y'all, is that there's no one around. So really just let your heart be heard. It's not about sounding pretty or perfect, just like on our mat. It's about honoring your unique expression. Together through the nose. Open mouth. So I'll offer the sounds. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Join me. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. We practice sounds. There's so many benefits. Begin to focus on the long exhalation, which supports soothing opportunities for our nervous system. When the exhale is longer than the inhale, we have to sustain that breath, to sustain the sound. Also, mantra helps stimulate the vagus nerve, another nerve that helps support ease to our minds and hearts. So let's do this again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Maybe you join me going higher. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Give it flavor. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Help us to fly inside the answers that we need. Help us to follow our intuition, our teacher, our guru within. Some deep breaths into the vessel of your being, into your body, inviting spaciousness into your body, your mind, your heart. Hands together at your heart, wherever you are. It's my honor to be here with you all, sharing in time and space. From my heart to yours, namaste. Flickering our eyes open with ease, and slowly finding your way to Child's Pose, Balasana. So bringing your knees out wide to the width of your mat, and then the big toes together to touch. We'll ease the hips back towards the heels, and maybe the forehead flows down towards the mat. Maybe your fists stack on top of one another, and you rest the bridge of your nose onto that top thumb knuckle. And allowing that vibration from the harmonium and those ancient sounds of yoga to wash over you, to stay with you as we practice. With that being said, can our breath begin to be like music? Finding 3 more big breaths here. Witnessing the rise and the ease that can be had with each mindful breath. And so then after your third exhale, the arms can extend in front and then flow into hands and knees, tabletop position, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and then spreading your fingers out nice and wide, giving yourself a solid and spread out foundation underneath you. And then we'll inhale cow spine, heart and seat rise. Cat spine, navel deep. 4 more, just like that. And allow yourself to color outside the line. So maybe the elbows bend, the hips sway, tuning in to your unique and sacred movements of your body. Allowing sound to come out, perhaps there's some sounds that want to be released as well as the breath. Another beautiful gift of you practicing at home. No worries about how we need to express and let our hearts be heard. And so after your fourth exhale, inhaling long spine, toes tuck under, guiding your hips to your heels, stretching out your feet. And then a big affirming nod of your head. Yes, affirming your experience this week. Big sweeping flow of the head, no, clearing out all that is not serving you in your flow towards your pure alignment. And then shifting the body weight forward, back to hands and knees, releasing the tuck of the left toes. Swim your right leg long behind you so those toes are still anchored on the mat. And then press the heel back. Hopefully you're witnessing a deep stretch around that right calf, perhaps Achilles tendon. Maybe we've been doing a bit more walking than usual. So loving on this part of our bodies that's helping us stay healthy, stay peaceful. And then we'll inhale here. Exhale to shift the body weight forward so the right leg flies. Rotating through the right ankle joint one direction. And then the other way. Right leg long behind you. Right knee meets the left knee, tabletop position. Cow spine, open lifted heart. Open mouth, cat spine. One more. Long spine, toes tuck under with the left foot. Slide your left leg long, pressing your left heel back. Stretching out through the calf, the Achilles tendon. Maybe a micro bend in the elbows to ensure that we're not locking out in the elbow joints. What can be relaxed here? Maybe it's your shoulders, your neck, your lips. Inhaling here. Exhale to shift forward, floating that left leg. And then rotate through the left ankle joint. I can't help but want to move my head too. So whatever feels right for you. Other way with the ankle. Long leg, left knee meets the right. Cow spine, open heart. Open mouth, cat. One more. Long spine, toes tuck under. Hips to heels with the knees grounded. Back to your affirming nod, yes. Clearing flow of your head, no. Body weight shifting towards your hands. Downward facing dog, inverted V. And then go ahead and walk the dog as soon as you land. Maybe your hips want to sway. Maybe your head wants to sway, coloring outside your lines of your practice. So we have the form and then we disrupt the form. Just like right now, how our forms, our systems are getting disrupted. So we get to honor that with loving kindness on our mat. Heels grounded on the inhale. Exhale the heels to rise. Inhale to ground. Exhale to rise. One more. Bending your knees, looking at your hands. Guiding your feet to your hands, forward fold. Uttanasana. Hands on legs, halfway lift. Exhale to ease down. Sway your spine side to side, disrupting that autopilot for us to bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let's keep the arms flowing down. And imagine that there's an element of water below you and your hands are playing in that element. The crown of your head is slowing down like your hair follicles are trying to get a drink of the soothing element. Maybe in your mind's eye, you can gather up the color, the texture. Maybe you can feel the temperature of this soothing element. And how cool that all of those that are with us right now, tuning in, practicing, have a different element of water in mind, body, and heart. Celebrating that difference as we flow to center, the arms will stay down as we bend our knees and roll up the fluid spine. The spine's getting a drink. Shoulder circles, front to back, 4. How slow and kind can these movements be to hydrate your shoulders? It's like that brilliant yoga facilitator, T.S. Little. He says that movement can be hydration. It has to be slow, though, in order to let the joints and the fascia around the muscles to receive that love. Thumbs spin away from the body. Chin up, heart up. Chin into your chest, bend your knees, rolling down your spine. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Continuing to arrive in our bodies as we halfway lift. And then exhale to bend your knees. Hands flow down. Tabletop position, hands and knees. Long spine, inhale. Exhale, right shoulder, right hip. Maybe you can peek at your right heel. And then inhale, center. Other way. One more time each way. Flowing to center. And then child's pose, knees out wide, big toes together to touch, going back to the beginning. And so shoulders ease down, resting your heart and your head on your mat, checking in. How do you feel right here, right now? Allowing for that subtle rise in the heart and the ease in the heart towards support, rising with support, easing towards support. Let this practice support you with anything. And then we can open our palms towards the sky. And this is a mudra, position of the hands or seal of receiving. Perhaps these hands opening towards the sky could be like a prayer, inviting into our bodies, our minds, our hearts. One thing, maybe it's even just a matter of opening ourselves up to the mystery, the magic, to the possibility. When we breathe deep and move with intention and grace. Hands sealing down, toes tucked under, downward facing dog, inverted V. Inhale to ground. Exhale to rise your heels. Inhale, ground. Exhale to rise. Bending knees, looking at your hands. Guiding feet towards your hands, forward fold. Uttanasana, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to melt. Arms stay down, remembering the water as we bend our knees, slowly, fluidly, rolling up your spine. And then those soft shoulder circles flowing front to back, uncovering your heart. 3. Arms flowing up to the sky. Bringing your right wrist into your left hand as we reach up. And then bring your feet together, flowing the right wrist over to your left. Hips travel right. Heart opens to the sky. Maybe the gaze flows up as well. Shoulders relax. Try to find big breaths to expand from your right fingertips all the way to the outer edge of your right foot. Like you're trying to expand your own wingspan that flows from foot to hand. One more breath. Back to center, left wrist, right hand now. And then flow it up. And then reaching to the right, hips travel left. What would your wings look like? What is a winged being that speaks to you? Heart and face shine towards the sky. 2 more breaths. And then flowing back to center, and then bending knees, swan dive down. And then halfway lift, long spine reaches. Bending knees, plant your hands down, stepping your left foot back. Runner's lunge, your right leg is in front. We want a straight line from knee to ankle. Inhaling cow spine, heart and face rise. And then exhale, cat spine, bow your head to your heart. 4 more, allow yourself to explore what organic movement looks like for you. Maybe it's a lengthening of the legs, maybe it's a sway of the hips of sort. Really, all that yoga is meant to do is help guide you back to yourself, really. So we have these forms, we have these general architecture of the shapes, and then the opportunity to disrupt those shapes, transform. That helps us honor the principles of yogi archetype Shiva, who's known in yogi lore as the first practitioner of yoga asana. Helps destroy, but not just for destruction's sake, it's for the sake of transformation. So considering transformation as we have this right knee bent, left hand underneath the left shoulder, right arm reaches for the sky. Maybe you wish to inspire more ease to yourself, flow the left knee down. Maybe this left hand comes into a fist if that's feeling a bit much for your wrist. Right wrist rotating one direction. And then the other way. Good. And then that hand flows down. Toes tuck under, back knee hovers. Back foot spins flat. Reaching arms and heart as we flow up to warrior one. I'll show you. So the front knee's bent in the lunge with the ankle still. The hips and heart are shining towards the front. Hands on the hips. Inhale your shoulders up. Shoulders drop, open mouth. One more. Maybe more chair sitting than usual. So shoulder circles front to back. 3. Hands and fists behind you where the low back flows down towards the glutes. Elbows flow towards one another as we reach up, and then guide your hips forward slightly while the heart, maybe the gaze flows up and away. Pressing the mat away with the outer edge of your left foot to make sure that that left knee joint is supported. Good. 2 more breaths. Something different as the opposite hand flows to the opposite forearm, maybe elbow. Shoulder blades and elbows hug in. Walk your right foot out, nice and wide, so surpassing hip width distance as we reach our hearts up, and then bowing deeply, bowing to the mystery, humble warrior. So we bow our heads to our hearts. Maybe here we offer another affirming nod of the head, yes, affirming your feelings, all that's happening within you. Big sweeping flow of the head, no, clearing up anything that's disconnecting you from yourself. And then arms rising all the way back up. Warrior one. Front foot aligns with the back arch as we open our hips and our heart to the left. Warrior two. I'll show you. We got the front knee bent in alignment with ankle towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Inhaling here. Exhale the arms to relax down, legs long. 3 more. Okay, now warrior two, bending front knee, arms T, hands flowing down, runner's lunge. Bringing your hands forward so the back leg floats, and then back foot meets the front, forward fold. Hands on legs, halfway lift, exhale, relax. Bending knees, rolling up, arms reaching up, hands together at your lifted heart. How are you right here, right now? Are you shifting? Are you transforming? Are you not? It's all good. Arms reaching out and up. Right wrist, left hand. Inhaling, feet together. Exhale to flow to the left. Hips travel right. Inhale, center. Left wrist, right hand. Reaching to the right. Hips travel left. Something different. Inhale, sky. Right hand forward. Left arm back. Open heart twist. Inhale, sky. Other way. One more time each way. Maybe you can think of your arms cutting the air, cutting patterns that may not be serving you. All the way up. Swan dive down. Halfway lift. Bending knees, planting hands down. Step your right foot back. Runner's lunge, left leg is in front. And then we'll inhale, cow spine. Exhale, cat. 4 more. Your range of motion. Your timing. Past the end of your 4th exhale, bending into that front knee. Right hand down, left arm up, twisting towards your bent leg. Now, since you have a view of my right elbow, making sure that we're bending in that elbow, not locking or pressing out into that joint. We want to, if anything, recruit some arm musculature to keep us in this twist. Rotating through that left wrist, remembering you can always bring that right knee down. And no need to feel like you have to keep it floating if the other side was that way. Other way. Yoga also helps illuminate those areas where we do have imbalance, but with patience, we guide ourselves there. We don't force balance or harmony onto ourselves. Bringing that hand down. Toes tuck under, back knee hovers, back foot spins flat. Reaching arms and heart, warrior one. Hands on the hips, inhale your shoulders to rise. Shoulders ease. 1 more. Shoulder circles front to back. 3. Hands and fists behind you where low back flows towards glutes. Elbows squeeze towards one another as we reach up. And then guide your hips forward. Lean into your hands. Pressing the mat away with the outer edge of the back foot. while we lift our hearts, shine your face up, remembering what you are opening your body, your mind, your heart towards, what you opening your life towards. And then reaching our spines up, opposite hand to opposite elbow or forearm. Make sure the opposite forearm's on top for our shoulders. As the shoulder blades hug in, elbows hug in, walk your left foot out to that wide edge. Maybe it even surpasses your mat as we reach up. And then bow to the mystery humble warrior. This is balance. You're not crazy if you're noticing that challenge in balance. Maybe a sweeping flow of the head, no. Nod of the head, yes. Typically, when I offer this, it's not with the feet out wide, but we're trying to encourage spaciousness to help us dive deeper towards the mystery. Flowing our arms all the way up, warrior one. Hands to the hips. Front foot aligned with the back arch, hips and heart opening towards your right. Here we'll inhale, shoulders up, shoulders drop. Warrior two, arms T. Giving you that side view again. We inhale, T arms. Exhale, front leg straight, arms melt down. 3 more, maybe you close your eyes. Follow the timing of your breath. Remember your element of water. Playing in that element of water with your hands. Your legs feel that soothing support. The inspiration for strength and grace. And then we land in that warrior two, inhale. Exhaling your hands down, runner's lunge. Inhaling the hands to flow forward, back leg rises. Back foot meets the front, forward fold. Hands on legs, halfway lift. Exhale to ease. Then heart. Okay. A release for our IT bands. This has been one of my favorites these days. So we're going to bring the arms out and up. It's going to look similar. Right hand forward, left arm back. So we start with that open-hearted twist to your left. Now, pay attention to your legs. We're going to bend the right knee a lot. And notice how my hips are already shifting me a bit more towards the left. Go ahead and do that. Left hip crease. Try to reach as far away from the front edge of your mat or from me as you can. And then meanwhile, your heart and your right hand are reaching forward. I hope you feel your left glute. I do already. Or your IT. And then we can bring this right arm onto the right thigh, left arm towards the sky. Go ahead and spin your rib cage up. One of the last steps is sending the gaze slowly, slowly up. That's so much more sensation, especially when we isolate, when we take it slowly one step at a time. Rather than rushing to the shape, we get to really enjoy, or maybe not enjoy, but witness the shifting sensation and actually appreciate that. How these small fine tunings can help intensify the experience. Inhaling, open heart. Exhale to bend the left knee, release the spine down. Halfway lift. Open mouth, relax. Sway your spine side to side. Try to let go. Maybe already you notice a difference in range of motion when you sway right, when you sway left. That's completely normal to notice that. Bending knees, rolling up, arms reaching for the sky. Hands coming home together at your heart. And now arms out and up. Left hand forward, right arm back. Open heart twist to your right. So now we bend the left knee, opening the hips towards the right. Take your time, even now. Right hip crease reaches far as the left fingertips reach forward. So we have some core integration here. So we don't dump in this left arm or shoulder. When the left arm finds the thigh, right arm towards the sky, opening the rib cage, and then finally sending that gaze up. Shoulders ease, pull your core, your heart, and your crown forward. What does that do? Usually more sensation the more we get to lengthen through the spine. Inhaling, open heart space. Exhale to bend the right knee, releasing the spine down. Go ahead and step your feet nice and wide now and sway the spine here. Maybe you're bending one knee at a time. No need to feel like it has to look a certain way. Ultimate hip flexor release coming to offset all the chair sitting. So let's go ahead and pause, bending knees, rolling up the spine. Shoulder circles front to back. 3. Bringing your feet out nice and wide. And then the hands and fists again. Right where low back flows towards glutes. Elbows to one another as we lift up our hearts. And then guide your hips forward. Reach your heart up and away. And then we'll go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Maybe it's opposite hand, opposite elbow. Maybe interlaced hands, basket hands behind you as we lift our hearts, bending knees, easing over wide legs. And feel free to maintain some sort of bend in your knees. Better that than locking out the joints. Could the shoulders travel up your back? How is your breath? Arms drizzle down, offering yourself time to maybe sway your spine, maybe twist your spine here, maybe bending one knee at a time. And then walking your feet towards one another. So we're landing in forward fold. About to transition towards rest and sound. Let's go ahead and bend our knees, roll up the spine. Arms reaching for the sky. Hands together at your lifted heart. Close your eyes, feel your heartbeat with your thumbs. Remember your prayer with your prayer hands. Maybe this stays as something for you. Maybe this can extend towards all of those tuning in right now. Maybe it extends towards the grand collective, the entire world that's sharing this experience, the heartache, the dark, and the hope. Arms flowing down, lift your heart, shine your face up. Chin into your chest, bending knees, rolling down, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine, extending, and then exhaling, hands and knees, tabletop position. Cow spine, lifting heart. Open up cat spine. One more. Long spine. Child's pose, balasana, knees out wide, big toes together. Opening your hands up. Inviting into your practice at this time all those who have supported you. All of those who have cheered you on and have seen your potential, your goodness. Imagine they're holding your hands. Imagine they're sitting right next to you. Allowing ourselves to begin that transition towards rest, Resting in this support, resting in affirmation and love. Bringing your hands down under the surface below you to lift your heart up just enough to bring ourselves over to a seated position. Final movements to inspire freedom. So hands on the legs, shoulders up, shoulders drop. Head circles one direction, allowing the body to follow the movement of the head. So maybe the torso follows, maybe the shoulders follow. And then pausing at center, remembering stillness. Other way. Pausing at center, remembering stillness. Maybe even now we begin to shift to our beds or gather those blankets as we bring the legs to the front edge of the mat, reaching the heart up and then easing down into your supportive space. And so once you lie down, you can absolutely stay there lying down. Maybe you want to find a twist, hugging the right knee in, left hand to hold the outside of your right leg, right arm out stretches as we find that soft twist, flowing the leg across, face shining towards your right palm. Three more breaths, just honoring where you are. And then we could flow at center, left leg in to meet the right, right foot down, right leg long if you are twisting with me. And then right hand holding the outside of the left leg, left arm extends. And then flowing this leg across the space to twist. Face and heart reaching towards your open palm. Resting that left shoulder down. 3 more breaths, staying here. And then coming back to center, offering yourself whatever remaining movements, maybe it's snuggling up in your blankets. Settling in for sounds. Remembering all of those who have affirmed you, all of those who have supported you, all of those who have believed in your potential, believe in your rising. And let them rest with you. Or maybe they're holding your hands or stroking your hair. Let them be with you. And then offering up sounds to help us tap into our ancestors, help us rest in that wisdom, the perseverance, the resilience that has helped them survive so much, persevere, Our being here is an affirmation of all that they did to support our becoming. So sounds to tap into their wisdom, tap into the resilience that resides in our DNA, in our bones. Mothers, fathers from before, we need you now. Help us open the door to what we are meant to know now. Mothers, fathers from before, we need you now. Help us all learn how to adorn ourselves with what to reclaim. Oh, becoming, 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 becoming. We are becoming, becoming. We are becoming, becoming. Becoming, becoming. We are becoming, becoming. We are becoming, becoming. We are becoming, becoming. Becoming, becoming. Becoming, becoming. We are becoming, becoming. We are becoming, becoming. In order to know the truth and live it, the answers are in your soul and spirit. There really is no other way. So now joining in sounds that help us celebrate all those who have supported and affirmed us. Help us honor our mothers and our mothers' mothers. Honoring Earth Ma as Earth Ma heals. Honoring all the moms and all that nurtures, nourishes, and sustains us. So sounds, J-Ma. J is a sound to uplift and offer great gratitude towards. Ma, the universal sound for mother. Can you envision at this moment in time the circle of Ma's surrounding you while you rest right now? Those who have affirmed and nourished you, embodied male and female, and in between and flowing. Because we all carry this Shiva and Shakti, divine feminine and masculine. So right now we're uplifting that divine feminine. Embracing the divine feminine within you as you hug your legs to your heart, swaying your legs side to side to love on your low back. Flowing over to one side, completely relaxed. And then coming up to your comfortable seated position, maybe you can keep your eyes closed, or at least in a chill mode, if anything. Arms reach for the sky. Hands flow together at your lifted heart. Now these sounds are Jema. I'll offer them. If you know, you can sing them with me. Or I'll offer them and then you can join. Together through the nose. Open up. Inhale. Jema. 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 Jai Jai Mama Jai 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 Ma Jai Jai Ma Jai Jai Ma Jai Jai Mama. Can you extend your heart towards this cyber circle we are creating, all those who are tuning in right now, and all those who will tune in to these sounds, to this vibration, and allow our circle of Ma's to open up to each other, widening the circle of those who currently are, those who have been, and honoring those who we are becoming, those who are becoming after us, the legacy of love passed down to us and that we get to pass on. Keeping this in our bodies, minds, and hearts with the Jai Ma sounds together through the nose. Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma. Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Mama. Again, Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Mama. Again. Jai Jai Ma for you. Jai Jai Ma, all the moms. Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Mama. Together. Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma. Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Mama. A whisper now. Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Mama. Spoken whisper now. Jai 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 humming. Keep these hums present in your heart, remembering that none of us are alone. We have such mystery and history in our bodies, so much to uncover and relearn. So gathering up all that wow that you are as your arms reach for the sky, hands flow together at your lifted heart, arms out and up, gathering up all of your good intentions, exhaling them into your lifted heart. Arms out and up, gathering the mystery, the awe, all that we have left to learn, exhaling all of that potential and goodness into our hearts. Bowing head to heart, so honored to be here with you in this way and this time. Wishing for all of us a day filled with dancing into the mystery and always all kinds of yoga. From my heart to yours, namaste. So grateful to be here with you all. Yeah. If you want more of my sounds, it is available for streaming. I have the JMaw sounds. It's on my link in bio and Instagram. I need to add it, I think, to my YouTube channel as well. But it is through that. It's also on my website, stephanietovar.com. And I am offering another class on Sunday to represent my heart, Hanuman Homies, Sunday at 10. And all the donations, or 90% of the donations from that practice, are going to be supporting Hunger Busters. So that's offering food to our food insecure kiddos throughout the Dallas area. And then also this practice, as well as all the other offerings right now, are donation based to support me and support you. So thank you so much for being here with me. I look forward to next time with you all. Wishing for you all a day of magic and mystery. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thanks, y'all.